from a very windy Paramus Catholic High School athletic field, from with the Meatball Classic, which we'll have to explain. WCTV, the all-volunteer cable access group from the Township of Washington, is proud to present high school football. Today's game, we have the Marauders of St. Peter's against the Paladins of Paramus Catholic. It's also our annual meatball game. You saw the meatball. John Francola's wife has made meatballs. We have sandwiches, and we'll be doling out these meatballs to the fans and our crew and coaches after the game. But let's talk about this game, John. St. Peter's comes in here undefeated. They have an outstanding team. They led by this quarterback, number 12, Jamael Bullock. He's unbelievable. He at 75% of the total yards he takes care of.
This young man, and the other name that he likes is T. Duce Bullock. He's a junior. Young man, passed for 1,196 yards, and he's the number one carrier. He's rushed for 60 attempts for over almost 300 yards. He's a heck of a football player.
Yeah, he has he accounts for most of the yardage. He has some great running backs there in Lefkowitz, he's a freshman. This young man,
unbelievable.
Yeah, they do very well. They've had a couple of close calls in games that they played, but a good team always finds a way to win.
Well, Bergen Catholic, they beat Bergen right at the end by 3 points. And then, of course, they had a tough game up at Don Bosco Prep. They won by 26-22. But you know what? Good teams find ways to win, and close games will come up.
Right. Now for Paramus Catholic, it's Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. A couple of games ago, they looked very, very good at St. Joe's in a losing effort. They played extremely well. They could have won that game. Then they turned around and they played poorly last week against the Pool. Now they're led by their quarterback, number 4, Noel. We've seen him a number of times, John. He could really throw the ball. Dorian Norwell, number 4. He could really throw the ball. He's got a great arm, and he throws to Hudson, number 17, who has most of the receptions.
It's an unbelievable team, Larry. And once again, both quarterbacks going to lead this team to a win or a loss today. But, hey, they're both juniors, so they're going to be around another year. What two great teams.
Isn't it amazing? You got Dorian Norwell is a junior, and Bullock is a junior, and there's a lot of football. These two young men are going to be playing in high school football over the next year and a half, and they lead their teams. So we're going to see how this game breaks out. What team will show up at Paramus Catholic? Will they be the team that played at St. Joe's and really play well? Will St. Peter's continue their winning ways and win again and move on to the final weeks of October as they get into November and the playoffs, which they look. Now, this is a meatball game here. We call it the Meatball Bowl. And these are the meatballs that John Francola's wife made. Here they are.
Peggy.
These are all the meatballs here. We're going to make about 12 sandwiches. It's a tradition coming up here to Paramus Catholic. We will hand the sandwiches out first to our crew, who is always hungry, and then to the fans and coaches from both teams.
And each meatball will be 3 meatballs in a sandwich. So this is a big meatball sandwich.
And if you had smell-o-vision, you could
my
smell
God.
how nice the gravy and the meatballs smell. And every year we do this, and it has a nice aroma in the press box. So both teams are finishing their preparations. The wind is definitely going to be a factor in this game. We thought the wind would die down about early this morning, but it's blowing very, very hard. There's the beautiful October sky. It will have an effect on the game, the kicking game, more than anything else. So we'll be back with the opening kickoff in just a moment.
All right.
Well, the St. Peter's team comes on the field. It's a little late today. The game going to start at 6 o'clock, but we won't get off until about 6:10. Traffic conditions prevented St. Peter's from getting here. I'm telling you, the way traffic's been for me the last couple of days is absolutely brutal. These are the coaches that will be facing each other. Rich Hansen is the coach at St. Peter's Prep. And John Whitehead
Whitehead.
as we all know, is the coach from Paramus Catholic. And we had a nice talk with Mr. Coach Hansen prior to the game. We reminisced about the 1989 game that we did. St. Peter's defeated St. Joe's. 30 years, John, it's going to be. And here comes Paramus Catholic with their head coach, of course, John Whitehead.
Yeah, the head coach is not there right now, but you can see all the players coming in.
These are the Paladins. Paladins won they won the first 3 games that they had, and then they lost 3, so they're 3-3, and they're on a 3-game skid. They want to stop that. There's a lot of talent here. They just got to find a way to put it all together. Here's the Paramus Catholic schedule. You see, they won the first 3 games with West Caldwell, Pope John, Hackensack. Them Seton Hall Prep was a tough loss. St. Joe's, we did the game. They played extremely well. They lost 21-14. And then last week, they just throwing that game out against DePaul. Here we go. Here comes the Paladins.
Now their uniforms are pretty legible for us.
Yeah, we're going to have a hard time with the St. Peter's. They're white on white.
So we apologize initially if we...
We're apologizing now before
now,
the
just in
kickoff.
case. So, Rich Hansen, don't call us and say you missed about 10 players on me.
These are the young kids who are coming in, and we're going to have a program with the cancer survivors. And this is becoming more and more prevalent as you look around and you see different shows and how more and more people today are surviving that dreaded disease. And it's the work that these doctors and researchers do are just unbelievable.
And all women should make sure they go and check themselves out.
Paid on a voluntary basis, both contestant schools must agree to full compliance with these rules and regulations for replay. All decisions of the replay official are final. And
I don't know if you can hear the announcer, but there's a
appeal.
Scott Handlin, the AD, is in the 40-yard line with some cancer survivors.
A special group of people here tonight. Joining us at midfield are family members of our band, cheer, and football teams who are breast cancer survivors. We ask that you please rise and remove your caps and join us in honoring these victims and these special people as they present our nation's flag in the playing of our national anthem. At this time, ladies and gentlemen, we ask that you please remain standing. We'd also like to honor those others in attendance who have been affected by this terrible disease. And we also draw your attention now to midfield as Father Don Hummel, chaplain of Paramus Catholic, will lead us in our pregame prayer.
In the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit, amen. God of all blessings and goodness, tonight as we gather once again on this gridiron for the contest between St. Peter's and Paramus Catholic, whether marauder or paladin, we pray that all our efforts and actions be guided by respect, honesty, and honor for each other, the game, and for our two great Catholic schools, for the faith we share, the hearts that care. We are especially mindful at this hour of Pink Out for those who battle cancer, those who care for them, those who now rest securely and eternally in your loving care, having fought the good fight until you called them home. Bless all here present, athletes, coaches, families, fans, and officials. Keep those who play from injury and harm. May their sportsmanship reflect your grace in each and all, and the inherent worth we enjoy as your children. Keep us mindful, too, for those bereft of home, hearth, family, and dignity. May our lives be a testament to your presence, so that we may find a place in your heavenly banquet table when the game clock of our life clicks down. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen. St. Ignatius Loyola, Our Lady Queen of the Paladins.
So St. Peter's won the toss. They deferred, so they will be kicking off. Paramus Catholic will receive the opening kickoff.
And let's see. Number 3 is back.
Yeah,
deep.
Jamel Carter is back along with Jasmine Brooks, number 6 for
Three.
Paramus Catholic.
Yeah, so you got Carter and Brooks.
Kicking off for St. Peter's is number 32, I believe, who we don't have.
All right, well,
There we go. That's the first number we miss.
Mr. Smith makes.
Mr. Smith will do the kicking as the wind will blow the ball off the...
So I think they'll try one more time, and if it blows off, they'll have someone hold the football. Well,
Marquise Cooper runs in. Looks like they may not get the ball deep, so I don't know. They just changed a little bit for Paramus Catholic. Here's your kick. Coming down. Taken by Carter. And Carter stays on his feet. Still on his feet. Crosses the 35. And crosses the 40. And gets to the 43-yard line where Paramus Catholic will take over. 1st and 10. Dorian Noel will be the quarterback. And I was very impressed with him, John. Back when we did St. Joe's a couple of weeks ago.
absolutely. He's an individual that Syracuse likes what they see in this young man, Dorian Noel. He's got a great cannon of an arm.
They got him at 6'2", 200 pounds.
Oh, he's definitely that.
Isaiah Washington comes out. Troy Leary's out to the left.
Here we are, 1st and 10 for the Paladins.
Washington's in motion off the wing.
Handoff
Handoff.
to Dante Johnson. Who's got a nice
Johnson's
First
going
down
on the
ball.
right side, and he gets to the 30-yard line.
Inside the 30.
Stop by Quentin Lemon, number 7.
1st and 10 for the Paladins.
And
at
it
the
could have
St.
been a
29-yard
possible
line.
stopping a touchdown on that.
Nice first down carry.
Well, Paramus Catholic on first 2 plays really came out steaming. 1st and 10 now. Noel calling signals.
Was able to reset in the middle.
Johnson is the running back. Noel calling signals.
Nice and
Hands
quiet.
off to
Handoff to
Johnson.
Johnson.
Johnson hits the right side of the line. Might have got a yard or 2.
Stop by number 7 again.
Flank is
Quentin
left for a
Lemon,
yard.
7,
2nd and 9.
was one of the tacklers.
Picked up 1. Going to bring up a 2nd down and 9.
Numbers aren't that bad, Larry. Thanks to our camera.
Got to pay attention. Number 17, Michael Hudson. He's their top receiver, along with Troy Leary, number 1.
The St. Peter's 30-yard line.
Johnson set back, and we have a flag. Offsides. And they're going to move the ball 5 yards. Get St. Peter's, the ball gets on the 25-yard line. 1st and 10 now for the Paladins.
That will move the ball up. 2nd and 4 for the
So I guess maybe the Caden from
This
the
is a nice
quarterback.
shot, John. We can get the numbers with our
Oh,
camera
look at
people.
number
Because the
55.
numbers here with white on white, where we are, is almost impossible.
George Brooks that was 6'4", 260. Number
Johnson
55.
around the right side. I think he's going to have enough for a first down. He's still on his feet. More than enough as he crosses the 20-yard line. He's inside the 20.
I'm going to give number 55 the tackle. We just meant George Rooks, a sophomore for St. Peter's.
So Isaiah Washington is the one of the wide receivers, number 11.
Yeah, you can see that young man, a sophomore.
Brito, number 7, is in as a wide receiver.
And right next door, Miranda, 52 in the middle at the nose. Oh, I think some aliens are coming.
Johnson hit the line, picked up a couple, wait for the spot. Sounded like somebody landing here.
You had, well, 55 then. I'll give him that part of the tackle once again. George Rooks.
Troy Leary runs in. Now he runs out.
And Miranda was also in there, 52.
You know, we see it on TV. The numbers really pop
Oh,
up
this is
from where
beautiful.
we are.
Nice size, both teams. Paladins are on the 21-yard line. Right?
Johnson is right in back of Noel. Hasn't passed yet.
No, wide pass.
There's Johnson. And he's hog-tied from behind.
52, Miranda. And 55, Rooks on the stop.
So this is the first third down and long for Paramus Catholic. We just started things here. St.
So they're-
Peter's against Paramus Catholic here at Paramus Catholic High School in Paramus, New Jersey. If you haven't figured that one out.
I have
Miles
him on
Morales
13.
is in, number 15. Noel calling signal. Morales moving around. Noel wants
It's
to
your
throw.
first pass.
Looks, runs, and he's going to be dropped for a loss. Out of bounds at about the 25-yard line. We'll wait for the spot.
Cody Simon on the sack. Number 30. Helped by number 52, but 30 was the man who put him down on the sack.
Let's see if Paramus Catholic will punt. No, they're going to go for it. They're going to go for a field goal. And this is going to be put down at the 27. This is a 47-yarder. This is Zamora. He's got a good leg.
Great leg.
We've seen it over the years, just not this year. So let's see now. Here's the kick. It's high enough, deep enough, and it is. It is good. Woo!
So a 34-yard field goal.
Woo! He banged it in there.
Zamora.
So Zamora puts Paramus Catholic on the board. And John, they were on the board. They got the score on that great run back that they got
Right
on
off the
kickoff.
bat.
Right off the bat. So with 8:28 to go, Paramus Catholic 3. St. Peter's going to get the ball on their first offensive series. You are watching WCTV, the all-volunteer cable access group from the Township of Washington. You can watch our games on the systems you're watching. If you're on Verizon, it's channel 24. And if your friends can't see this, you can tell them to go to YouTube and punch in WCTV NJ, and the game will be right there. Your viewing pleasure.
For your viewing pleasure,
Hey,
exactly.
These meatballs are beginning to really cook.
Oh, I love that smell, though.
Oh. Let's see who's dropping back to receive the kick. Maybe we can get a couple of close-up shots of that.
All the way on St. Peter's down. We got to go to the left just to see the deep guys. All right.
Our view is blocked.
Let's see if I can make it
It
out.
looks like it's number 1, Mason, Jelani Mason. So we have one back there we know.
He does. Yeah, he runs a lot of the kickoffs, so he is correct. That's one of them.
It's a pooch kick. And they call for a fair catch. Now, St. Peter's will have the ball as Colin Elliott took the fair catch. Will have the ball in great field position. I just wonder, well, he wanted to get it a little deeper.
Yeah, but I think it's a great move by Whitehead.
Yeah, keep it away from
Plus, you get the opportunity. You know, you got that 10-yard window, and if you're able to recover, you're marching again.
Now we're going to see this young man,
Oh,
Todd Jamel Bullock, number 12. He does it all.
I like T. Ducey Bullock.
He's getting the signal. You know, they moved the sidelines, saying Paramus Catholic should be on this side. Now they're on across the way.
Bullock in the gun.
So Bullock's in the shotgun. Calling signals.
Handoff is to Paul Lefkowitz.
Hand off to the up back.
First down run gains about 2 yards.
Is that Carter?
second and
Carter's
8.
the running back.
The freshman, Lefkowitz, ran that for 3 yards. And Larry, the freshman, let's see how much yards he has.
It's amazing. That was Lefkowitz, right?
Right, he's got 49 carries for 263 yards. Now he's got 266 yards.
And he's
He's a
I
freshman.
like his sides. I
Very
like
nice
his size.
size.
Lefkowitz, he's 5'9", 215. He's
Nice.
going to grow a couple of more inches. He's only a freshman. So Bullock is calling signals. Lefkowitz is in the back. I'll get to Lefkowitz.
Again up the middle.
Look at him. He bangs out. He gets to the 50-yard line. We came out of there like a bullet, like
My
a freight
goodness.
train.
And he's only a freshman. Look at this young man.
Woo.
5'9", 215. Oh my goodness. He was was shot from a cannon
Right.
on the 50-yard line.
Bullock is getting the signals from the sidelines.
That's a great shot right there.
Hero with just over
You got
7 minutes to
Silver
go
in
the
there,
first
one of the
quarter.
receivers.
3rd and 2 for St. Peter's.
Number 3.
Silver comes in motion, number 3.
Bullock looks.
It's a
fires,
throw,
got a man,
and he throws it. And it is an
Intercepted
interception
by
Are
number
they calling-
9.
No, they're calling it. They're calling it. No, they're calling it. The ball hit the ground. Incomplete
One
pass.
came in ruling an interception. The other one came in and an
Aye.
incomplete pass. That is going to bring up a 4th down, however, for St. Peter's Prep.
I guess we
Incomplete
could take a
pass,
look.
that'll be 4th
We
down.
can
So
take a
the-
look if it's a.
So a 4th down now. Now, there could be a challenge here, John.
Oh, you're right. With the new rule
We
in the
have the
state.
challenge rule here. Let's see if they have the apparatus and the equipment to do the challenge. Nope, no challenge. Wait a minute, I take that back.
Yeah, I think they're going to.
There's going to be a challenge. I thought the teams were coming back on the field. So the officials have gone off to look at this. Now it has to be inconclusive. It's got to be substantially visible that there was a miscall. The evidence has to be, the word I'm looking for is conclusive. Was it an interception or did the ball hit the ground? Silver's coming out the punt, so let's see from WCTV's instant replay. Here's the throw.
To number 1.
Mason has it
He didn't have
up in the air,
possession.
and we don't
No
see-
possession. Bobbled 3 times.
And
Never
then
had.
did it
never
hit
had
the ground?
possession. And then it hit the ground.
I don't know. His back. I couldn't see his back was.
I had 3 bobble.
I think the official on the other side had a better view than we did.
It wasn't bad though. We could show that later on.
Can we see that one more time, maybe?
Oh, it was a nice bob.
Yeah, if we can see it.
Yes, we have a
Uh,
little bit of time. All right, there we go. The instant
He's going to
replay.
bobble it up in the air. Here's your throw. He's looking for Mason, number 1. There it is.
Now watch. Now bobble once, bobble
Twice,
twice,
up and again. That's so now-
bobble 3
Does he
times.
catch it before it hits the ground?
No. Then it. Oh, you talk about number 9. Yeah, you're right. You had Silver 3 bobbles, and number 9 came up with the ball.
So did number 9? Yeah, I mean, the ball was bobbled around. That was fine. But did George make the interception? Here we go now. The officials will tell us what's going on.
Yeah, number 9 looked good on that play, Larry.
Let's follow the official,
Jared George.
the man in the white hat.
Well, I guess they got their.
Here we go. Let's see what he has to say here. 4th down. And Paramus will get charged the timeout.
And an incomplete pass is
Was an incomplete pass.
All right.
So
that's-
Silva now is in number 3. He will kick. I believe that's number 3.
Yes, it is.
Okay. We got to find, looking around the monitor here.
I had to go to the back of the monitor to see it, Larry.
Yeah.
It is number 3. What a beautiful day. and night. Look at this.
The wind is just beginning to subside.
It feels nice up here, though.
Oh, it's beautiful. No
I
wind.
was kind of cold on the field early. I was going to ask to borrow your jacket.
Oh, I would have given it to you.
Yeah.
For a slight charge. Kick is coming down, bouncing, going to the end zone, and in the end zone. So Paramus Catholic will take over in their second series on about the 20-yard line with 6:42 to go. They lead St. Peter's 3-0 here on the campus of Paramus Catholic. You are watching WCTV, the all-volunteer cable access group from the Township of Washington, Bergen County, New Jersey. Brito comes out to the left. Noel hands it to Weeks, and he is slowed up, and he fights to get back to the line of scrimmage.
I'm going to give it to 56. KJ Miles, a sophomore, 6'4", 260 on the tackle. This is good.
No gain.
They're big.
Paramus Catholic has some big guys up there.
Both teams.
Dante Johnson is back. I believe he's back in. He is. Johnson. He gets the handoff off the right side. And he's tripped up quickly again as defensively the hole closed.
Looks like, yeah, I can give him 30. Cody Simon and 52. Juan Miranda. Give a half a tackle each. They made some adjustment in the beginning. Running was kind of easy for Paramus Catholic. But now they tighten up.
Looks a little different that Paramus Catholic's not on this side of the field, huh?
Yes.
Dante Johnson is the running back.
3rd and 7.
Washington is on this wing.
The snap looks.
Well, throws, has Washington, and he is going to be, he'll probably be about a half a yard short. Depends on the spot.
You had
Let's see.
30.
Whoop, that's a good spot. I think it's going to be, oh, it's not, it's a first down.
First down. Cody Simon and Mazzella made the stop on that pass play.
So he needed 10. He got 10.
Nice throw.
Brito comes out to the left. Hudson is in the slot. Gotta be careful with those slot runners. Pitch back. This is to, I lost the number
Number
back there.
27.
That's Jordan Sutton. He picked up about
Jordan
5,
Sutton,
going to pick
right.
up a 2nd and 5. See how nice the numbers look when you get them on TV?
They're excellent.
Yeah. People must be saying, what those two lunatics talking about? They can't see the numbers.
No, they're perfect. Well, you know, it's better than our eyes. The camera.
Pitch back out here to Sutton. Cuts inside, has a nice hold, and gets enough for the first down and more as he gets to the 45-yard line. And
Well, two of them. You had 9, Colin Elliott, and number 55, George Rooks. I think he's got 3 tackles ready.
from what I've seen the first 2 series, Paramus Catholic is running on St. Peter's. Noel, hands off again. There's a hole there that closes. But
Looks like 20.
Johnson got another 7. He's running the ball very well tonight. He's running very, very hard. You know, they had a tough game last week. I'm sure the coaches were on them all week, how they lost to DePaul. And they lost big to DePaul.
You're right. That was Avery Powell, number 29 on the stop. You're right. That was a game that, and they were beaten decisively.
Hudson is out. He's the big receiver is out in the slot. Brito is way out to the left. Rest of the team is relatively tight. Morales in motion, comes back. There's a handoff. And Johnson picks up a couple.
Nice defensive play made by St. Peter's. No gain on the play.
Yeah, that was.
So 3rd down and about 3 yards to go.
I was watching the Paladin and picking up the tackler.
We
Get
got
up there, young
just
man.
under 3 minutes to go in the first quarter. Halftime will be the distribution of the meatball sandwiches. There'll be a line here that'll go right to the right back to the field.
I love the smell right now. Took a couple of hours really to take care of that. By
Brito
my
comes
wife.
back out here to the right. He's set. I formation now. Weeks moves over. Sutton has it. They go in power. He falls forward. It's going to be fourth down. I think they come up in are coming up short.
55 but to stop. Rooks. There was a couple of other ones, but 55 was there.
Benjamin Silva, the senior linebacker, was in the vicinity.
Absolutely. Three players, but it was kind of tough to see those three. We got 55 took up a lot of room at 6'4", 260, Larry.
Looks like George is going to do the kicking. He will punt. And team is ready. Whoops. Well, he bangs that way up in the air. And the ball is just going to bounce around the 35-yard line where it'll be down. And St. Peter's will have their second series to see what they can do. They trail Paramus Catholic 3-0 here on the campus of Paramus Catholic in Paramus, New Jersey. You are watching WCTV, and the officials are going to discuss. Did I see a flag? Oh, yes, it's a flag on the field.
There was a flag. There's the flag.
There's your flag.
It looks like a banana peel, didn't it? Oh,
Got
little
a hand to the face
little-
by St. Peter's. Still first down.
first
They'll
down.
mark the yardage off, so it'll be pushed back. And St. Peter's will start from the, let's see where they're going to spot it. 35, 25.
Take a little stroll. Now they talk.
Looks like the ball's going to get put down on the 25-yard line for
Yeah.
St. Peter's.
That was good officiating. The head official and the one who called the penalty.
There's Bullock.
Look
Lefkowitz
at
is
the
to
size
his
of that
left.
young man, huh? Number 12.
So Lefkowitz will be the running back. Bullock will call signals. Ooh, high snap. Lefkowitz, and he gets about 3-4 yards. John,
3-4 yards.
he's like a ball player who always falls forward. Even when you stop him, he's going to pick up 3
You're
yards.
right.
Lefkowitz does.
And that time the tackle was number 9, Jared George for Paramus Catholic. You're right. And to me, that's a good running back. You fall forward. You don't want to fall the other way.
Yeah.
You lose a yard.
Silver in motion, just to be strong. Lefkowitz again comes out of that
goodness,
hole
Look at him.
and falls for a first down.
Wow. Stopped by number 19.
You know, this kid, Paul Lefkowitz,
Patasha. Oh.
they don't have much of a hold there. I mean, he's just banging through it.
Look how quickly they're moving right into the next play, Larry.
Oh, they're quick.
They're going to give it back to him. Watch. Oh,
Oh.
time. Somebody call a timeout.
No, I think they watch the formation of the opponent, and then they call the play.
How would you like to be the coach? You got a freshman, 42, Paul Lefkowitz, all these sophomores, quarterback as a junior.
There's Lefkowitz again,
Ah,
and he falls forward for about 5 yards, and that could probably be the last play of the first quarter, as the ball is spotted somewhere. It is on the 43-yard line.
Marcus Cooper made the shoot tackle.
They'll get this playoff, I think. I don't think so.
I don't think so. Here we go. Boom, 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 boom. As the clock.
Well, the
is-
ref is in the huddle. Oh, that's it. The ref is standing right there where they're going to snap the ball. So we played one quarter here at Paramus Catholic High School. Paramus Catholic leads 3-0 over St. Peter's. You are watching WCTV, the all-volunteer cable vision from the township of Washington.
Oh.
Here's the meatballs made by Mrs. Penny Francolo. And who's that other guy? Giovanni Ugo Romando.
Romano Francola.
There are too many names.
No, for every time you get confirmation, communion, pasta fazouli eating.
You got one for birth, one for baptism, one for this, one for that. Oh
There
no!
he is. There's the cook.
There's the bobbleheads.
He's gonna jump in there and eat all the meatballs.
Those
Look
two-
at the other guy on the other side.
Look
You
at
got to
this-
get him to start eating a little bit more.
You ever see these guys smile so much looking at meatballs?
Well, see, Larry, you have a first name, a second name. One is communion, one is confirmation.
And one is when you got married.
No, that's
These are the meatballs that are
Got it.
cooking.
we
They're-
got to send some signals up. Oh my God, look at those.
All right. Second down now for the Marauders.
So 3-0 at the end of the first quarter. A defensive battle.
Bullock in the gun.
Bullock hands off to Lefkowitz,
Lefkowitz.
and Lefkowitz drags people to the 50-yard line.
That's going to be about a
Short.
7-yard gain, and it
No, I got him about 9 yards,
looks
almost
like
10.
Peters-
9 yards by Lefkowitz.
Looks like they have enough for a first down, and they do. And
Yeah,
7
it
yards
was a
line,
first
so they
down.
lead the chains.
So first and 10.
So 10 yards for Lefkowitz.
And off
Lefkowitz
again.
again.
Lefkowitz up the middle. Nice
And he
tackle
crosses
by
the
Paladin
50, gets into the
defense.
Paladin territory.
I'm trying to pick up.
This is tough doing this game, smelling these meatballs.
I know that.
We got to get this halftime over with.
Nice
Get this
tackle.
pot out of here.
Brought by Christian Ash and Jared George.
Jared George on
A
the
1 yard gain on
stop.
the play, 2nd and 9.
Bullock
at the
hasn't thrown the ball once here.
49-yard line.
Why throw if it works?
Yeah.
So you
Second
know
and 8.
sooner or later.
No, I'm
you'll
sorry.
see
He
that
did
pick.
throw one incomplete.
Yeah.
That was went to replay.
You're right.
Bullock.
Nice
Whoops.
snap, nice corral by Bullock. Hands off
Lefkowitz.
it to Lefkowitz.
Somehow he stays
my
on his
God.
feet, jumps through a couple of tackles, goes across the 40 and gets to about the 37-yard line.
13
First
yard.
Gain for Lefkowitz.
13-yard
Easy enough for
gain
him,
on
and
that
another
play.
First down for St. Peter's.
He looks like Hopalong Cassidy the way he runs.
Boy, that
He
ball
gallops.
That ball almost went over Bullock's head.
Yep.
Long snap.
And off again
Lefkowitz
to
again.
Lefkowitz. Nice tackle.
And boy, this time he
in
was
the
tripped up in the backfield.
I'm going to
Ooh,
give it to number
Chandler.
18.
Nice play in the
Eli
backfield.
George
A 1
caught
yard
him on
gain,
the ankle.
2nd and
I
9.
had Mitchell and George,
Leaders moving the
10 and
ball now.
18.
George broke in and just got him. Slowed him up just a little bit. So picked up of one. Bullock looking. And now he looks for his signal.
Everybody's looking.
Well, they're very technical. They have to look
Oh,
to the sideline, and they got
unbelievable.
a number of coaches giving them different
Walking the
instructions as to what to do.
Snap. Bullock is going to take it himself.
And
Nice
Bullock
tackle.
fumbled the
big-
ball.
Ball is out.
No, they're going to say he was down.
He's down by
The
contact.
referee saying he was down as Bullock fumbled the ball forward. Let's see if Coach Whitehead is going to challenge this one.
Nice play by the junior linebacker for a tackle on the quarterback.
I
He's got
don't
a
think he's
fumble
going to.
there. About a 1 yard loss on the play. 3rd and 10 for St. Peter's at the Paramus
So they-
Catholic 43-yard line.
So it's 3rd and 10 now. Now this is a passing
37 now.
situation. But with the way Lefkowitz is running,
Oh, you got. He'll go. He can go to distance. and
Mason's
anything.
in motion.
Bullock looks. Avoids the rush.
Bullock
steps
gets
up,
away
cuts
from one,
himself.
gets away from another, is on his feet, and crosses the 30-yard line. I think he's going to be just a little short
And he is
Let's see
gonna
what
be
happens
about a
here.
yard short.
with Coach Hansen. Let's
What
see
a play.
here.
Oh, that was the
Down.
fumble.
He was down. His
right.
elbow hit the ground. The
That
ball
is
popped
gonna
out.
be a
Fourth down and
St.
2.
Peter's
Bullock
on the
calling
field.
signals.
Snap.
Hands to Lefkowitz. Lefkowitz trips
First
and
down.
falls. Whoa. You know what, John?
Trying to spot,
Either
we're
he
gonna see
missed
where
it,
they
he just
go.
barely got it, but he was a hair away from running it in.
You're right. And
I don't think they made it.
It's gonna be a first down, Paladins.
It's going to be
Oh, they
Paladins
stopped him.
hold them.
Yep.
That
can
play
see
there,
Lefkowitz.
that play there,
Paladin defense, and they will take over.
close to being a first down. They stopped him, which really helped him. But if he kept his feet, there was nobody on the left side. He was
would've
on
been a
his way to
touchdown.
the end zone.
You're right. Are you impressed with this young man? My goodness. Imagine, here's your freshman. He's
So-
got 4 years.
8:45 to go in the half. It's 3-0. Samoa's long field goal.
Been a defensive battle. That was 34-yard field goal by Zamora.
So that's the only scoring of this
Well under
game.
center. Handoff is to
Johnson around the left
He's
side,
gonna try the jet side.
and he's dropped at the 30-yard line. Maybe a pickup of
By
1.
St. Peter's, only be a
You got number
2-yard gain,
4.
2nd and 8.
Mazzella as one of the tacklers. That's G.J. Mazzella. Very quiet
G.J.
crowd.
Mazzella.
Very quiet, huh?
Well, we're locked in here with windows closed, doors closed.
2nd and
I
8.
feel like I'm getting vibration.
We are
from my
hermetically
voice.
sealed.
Receivers to Noble
2nd down,
right.
7. Picked up more than I thought.
Handoff is to
Johnson
Catch it back.
sidesteps 1, stays on his feet, and is able to pick up a few more yards.
Drives the
Still-
pile.
And he gets across the 35-yard line. It's going to bring up 3rd and short. Maybe a yard or 2. Let's wait
That's
for
a
the
elusive
spare.
running
3rd
by
and 1.
Dante Johnson. He does not have enough for a first down. He's about 1 yard short.
3rd down, 1 yard to
3rd
go.
and 1 at the Paladin 38-yard line.
Been really a defensive battle between these two teams. Both playing their A game today.
Defensively, they're playing. Noel calling signals.
Noel
Quarterback
takes
keep.
himself.
I think the pile moved enough forward to
First
first
down,
down at
looks
the
like.
40-yard line.
Move the chains.
So Dorian Noel, the senior quarterback, quarterback, I'm sorry,
Yep, that's enough for a
used
first
that
down.
6'2" frame of his to bang it forward. So the
Nice
ball,
job
the
by junior
nose of the
quarterback
ball
to
is
set
sitting
his
on the
legs for a first
40-yard
down.
line.
First and 10. They're on
It is
40-yard
another
line.
first down for the Paladins. Clock is ticking with 7 minutes and 6 seconds to go in the half. If you just joined us, it's a 3-0 game.
A defensive battle. Two great defensive teams.
Hudson is in the slot. Leary's way out to the left. They run right,
Handoff is to
Johnson,
Sutton.
and he picks up 3 or 4 yards. The Paladins have moved the ball on the ground.
I'm just
4-yard
trying to
gain.
pick up. It was number 9 on the
Sutton
stop.
carry.
I had
Second and
Colin
6.
Elliott on the stop, number 9.
He's one of their top tacklers.
6:26 to go in the second quarter. Paladins moving the ball.
Dorian Noel comes in with the play from Coach Whitehead and the staff. 2nd down, we'll call it 5.
A long 5.
Well at the
Remember?
A very long 5.
Under center. Noel looks, going to step up.
Noel back.
What a
Watch
fake.
it throws downfield. He has a man. Oh, that
Oh,
was
what
beautiful
defense.
defensive play.
Oh,
Ball
that was
intended,
fantastic.
intended for Jamel Carter. He had a step.
I was trying to see who made that play. The
Oh, what a
defensive play of the
that
game.
was.
I believe it was 32.
Going to bring up a 3rd and 6.
So it was number 32 on St. Oh, that's that number that we didn't. Or it's 33. I'm sorry. It's Christian LeBron.
Well, John,
Yeah, it's 3-3.
Carter had a couple of steps. The ball was placed in the right spot.
That was that young
Was it?
man right there. 33.
What a play.
The play of the first half on defense.
That could have been all the marbles.
That was a great throw.
Blitz from the outside. Noel is dropped.
We have a sack by Benjamin Silva.
So Noel is stopped. And the Paladins going to have to kick as we get to the 5-minute and 30-second mark of the first half. Been a quick first half.
A lot of running, a lot of great plays. Not much time in from play to play.
Kick is up in the air. Mason's there.
By Jared George. Mason on
Has
the
it.
return.
Still on his feet and gets across the 30-yard line. where it'll be spotted at the 33. First and 10 for the Marauders of St. Peters. They trail Paramus Catholic 3-0 with 5:15 to go in the half.
3-yard line.
Yeah, Jelani Mason was the one who returned that punt.
He's one of their top wide receivers.
Absolutely. Plus, he kicks off and punts. Or kick return, I should say. Both punts. And there's the young man, number 12.
Rodriguez now is in the backfield.
Oh, that was, what a moth, Larry. He almost attacked me.
Oh, don't be afraid of Morts. Rodriguez has a hole. Rodriguez in the secondary. Rodriguez is going to 40. He's down the sidelines. He's knocked out of bounds at the 25-yard line.
So from the 35, that's 15, and 25, about 40 yards.
Ethan Rodriguez came into the game with 295 yards rushing.
40-yard run.
Just about, yeah. The ball is going to be spotted on the 25-yard line. Bullock hands to Rodriguez again on the right side. And this time the defense closes in and stops Rodriguez for a couple of yard gain. Bring up a 2nd and 8.
I had number 9 on the stop for the Paladins. Jared George. Great
Tylon
defensive
Smith,
game.
number 23, is in for St. Peters in the backfield. There he is. Bullock calling signals.
He's a junior.
Bullock with a snap.
Bullock throws outside to Mason. Mason has a lane. He's got a speed, and he runs it in. That was all speed for the young man, Jelani Mason, the senior.
25-yard pass.
43-yard run, followed a 25-yard pass. And St. Peter takes
Wow, he just ran that in.
And that was Jelani Mason?
Mason.
Jelani, number 1.
He leads the team with 29 receptions, 420 yards.
He can
Let's
play.
get the number of the kicker. Let's see if we can get his number.
All right, I'm getting close.
We can't see it. We're too far away.
It's probably.
And there's going to be a penalty.
I got him now, right there. It's number 80.
All right. There you go, John.
80 is. Ba-da-dum-ba-bum-ba-bum.
Mr. Alexander Prescott?
That should be it.
Ah, got it. Okay, Prescott will kick. He's a left footer.
I'm looking for my. Yeah.
Half the distance to the goal. Ball is down, kicked up, line drive, shot. It's good. So on that catch by Jelani Mason for the touchdown. 4:15 to go in the half. 7-3 now. Let's watch it. St. Peters.
And St. Peters will take a 7-3.
I think we're getting a little tarantella.
John, it's all speed here.
Look at that.
He's
the ball
waiting
goes
for
back.
it. He's way down. Look at the area that's
look at
open.
that wide open. He's got about 10 yards to make a move here. 15 yards. Jumps up. And number 1, Jelani Mason at this point.
Now his speed, he just runs right by the would-be tackler.
Look at the way he accelerates that speed. And then he just high steps to make sure he gets not tackled. And he ends at 25 yards and a touchdown. What a great play.
The scheme that Paramus Catholic ran was perfect for that pass. And the speed of Mason just made
Unbelievable.
Made it look easy. So it's 7-3 now. And another pump in the air. And this is taken by the up back.
Will take over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
I don't know if these coaches are doing pooch kicks because of the wind, or they're just trying to do something
something different
beyond me.
Yeah.
So the ball is going to be placed on the 45-yard line.
So Bullock gets another touchdown pass. Larry.
Heck.
Handoff is
There's
to Jordan Sutton.
Sutton with the run
outside.
off the left side for about 2 yards.
All right, good job, D.
2-yard gain on the play. Brings the ball to the Paladin 36.
Ball is just on the
Second and
36-yard line. 2nd down and 8 yards to go for the Paladins. Clock is ticking, under 4 minutes to go. In the half, it's now 7-3. St. Peter's over Paramus Catholic.
It's been a quick half.
Yeah, it has.
Exciting half.
Yeah, nice crowd. Crowd's
Both-
coming in.
Both teams playing their A game right here.
Are we going to charge that more to,
Coaching.
mission fee?
And on the ground.
No, we'll call in signals. No, we'll back. He wants to throw. He's looking. He fires. Has a man incomplete.
High.
Barrett was the intended receiver. The ball fired over his head.
Pass was intended for number 8.
That ball got away from though.
Yep.
Had that. You saw that?
Sails over the head of the receiver, incomplete.
So now a 3rd down
3rd
and
and 8.
7 yards. 3:23 to go. St. Peter's is looking to hold and get the ball back at the end of the half. They'll get it at the beginning of the second half, so they're looking for a double possession here if they could hold.
A 7-3 game though. I love defense.
Hudson is out to the right.
Takes a snap.
Noel's back. He looks, fires over the head. I think it's over the head of Rideau again.
Yeah, with number 8 again.
Yeah, over the head of Barrett that time. So
He's a
St.
junior.
Peter's holds, and Paramus Catholic's going to have to kick, and the ever dangerous Jelani Mason.
3:19 to go in the first half.
Snap
High
back,
snap.
kick, high, coming down. Mason's going to have it. He'll have a few steps to go. Runs to his left, and he is dropped at the 33-yard line.
Oh.
And they got a penalty. Eli George dropped him. I don't know what the penalty's going to be. We'll see.
Maybe too much extension.
We'll see.
No, we can't.
It could be tripping. I don't know. Guys look like
Well, and what they're doing is great for referees. They get together to make sure they make the right call. This is perfect. See, they discuss it. Let's see what happened. They may pick up the flag. Let's see. Who knows? Let's go to the head. No.
it's against St. Peter's. Personal foul. We'll get that call from downstairs.
A little undue rest. Yeah. Oh, you're right. Oh, you're right.
First
We'll
and
talk-
10. Handoff. That's Rodriguez, I believe. Yep.
Yep.
Rodriguez for about, let's see what the spot's going to be.
Uh,
He was dropped back, so let's see what
4
he goes.
yards?
They gave him 5 yards.
give him 5. Yeah, it was
right.
4.7.
This is the week the NJSIAA ambassadors are honoring the officials in high school sports. This was called the Official Appreciation Week. So they honored officials from all sports, and we commend and thank them for their efforts.
You need them in order to have a game.
We wouldn't have a game without them.
My God.
Bullock going to run around the right side, and he falls at the 25-yard line.
Maybe about a yard.
That's the half. That's the beginning of the meatball handout.
Heh.
And you
Well-
will get a chance to watch this. And we have a timeout on the field. Referee's timeout.
We'll have to see if anybody has the right. My God, look at them. They're beautiful. They're
Yeah,
too
they are.
nice to eat.
Look, it's starting to bubble around the side.
Oh my God, look at that.
I'm good. And we're back. 3rd down
Ooh,
and 5.
Smells good though right now.
Silver moves over to the right. Handoff where Silver was. And that's Lefkowitz
Lefkowitz,
to
first
the
down.
35-yard line. You needed 5. He got almost 15.
And 52 was a stopper.
So now there's 1 minute 58 seconds to go. St. Peter's going to have to move the ball quickly. They lead 7-3 against Paramus Catholic. We're at Paramus Catholic High School.
Alcantara was the tackler. Sounds like a singer, Alcantara. I think he and I should have a little duet.
Here's a fake. Throw downfield. Incomplete.
That was off.
Well, that ball
off
went
the
around.
13, yep.
That ball went around a lot of people. Sanchez was intended for.
Another sophomore. What is,
You know what? There were too many people in the area, John.
what has he got on that?
Yeah.
On the right.
The 2 would-be receivers were in the same area that brought the defenders with them.
Well, that could be for.
2nd and 10 now. Bullock's calling signals. And now he stops calling signals.
And you notice everybody's looking at the offensive coordinator from St. Peter's. The Marauders.
Strong right with Silver's move. Hand off to Lefkowitz. There goes Lefkowitz, and he gets a first down as he falls across the 45-yard line.
Stopped by 51. Yeah, it was 51. Jihad Burrows.
Oh, 1st and 10 now. St. Peter's is moving into Paladin
6'2",
territory
285.
with 1:30 to go. Lefkowitz falls to the 50-yard line. They
Give him 3.
move Silver to the right. They move him over to the right a few steps, and then they run Lefkowitz in back of him.
So you're getting a blocker, plus you open up the lane.
We have a timeout on the field. St. Peter's will call timeout with 1 minute and 24 seconds to go. They lead 7-3. Gives us just a chance to slow down for a second and talk about the NJSIAA and the ambassadors who are working to have this week official appreciation week in all sports, not only football, but every sport. And we'd like to commend these officials in all high school sports and thank them for their dedication. So thank you all very much. Jordan Sanoff from Fort Lee. We had him on the show last week. He talked a lot about the NJSIAA and their week of appreciation. And taking a week off just to say thank you. And I think it's a great idea.
You know, Larry, looking at this game right now, I give these referees for the first half an A+.
Hey, doing very well.
They meet, they make the call. If they have to talk, they talk about it before the call.
We have Rodriguez now is in. 2nd down and about 8 yards to go. Bullock calling signals. Rodriguez in back of him. Hand to Rodriguez. He hit a wall.
Yeah,
He hit an absolute wall. St. Peter's may throw the ball a little bit more, John, to loosen this defense up. 3rd down now.
And you know, you'll be able to execute by doing that because everybody's playing up. They're putting 8-9 in a box.
So the timeout. Now we also have to mention that WCTV has a sports report show. We recap all the games Friday night. Every Saturday morning on your station you all look, or the system you're watching now, whether it be Verizon or Cablevision. Saturday mornings, 9 o'clock. North Jersey Football Scoreboard, 9 o'clock on the channel you're watching. Most of you people are watching on Verizon. Some of you are watching on Cablevision. We also put it on the internet at YouTube, WCTV NJ. We have reporters in the fields right now working. Bobby Maines, Jimmy Avitable, the great Brian Carr.
They're not getting paid.
No, they're not getting paid.
Because when
no,
we say working,
no.
IRS may come down and say, I think those people are not submitting the money they're making.
No, they're not. And
it's to the love of the game.
John Francola, myself, and Pat Rice will go over most of the games that are played this evening and give you some highlights and insight. Mason in motion, right to me, from right to left. Bullock calling signals. Bullock fakes, looks, throws, has his man wide open. What a play as Silva catches the ball, the tight end, down to the 30-yard line.
Beautiful fake and throw.
Boy, they had that play schemed perfectly.
A senior, 6'1", 215, with 1 minute and 7 to go, and in the first half.
He wasn't blocking on that one. There he is. Benjamin Silva. Bullock calling signals. Looking. Looks to his left. Throws. Has Mason. And Mason falls
And
out
he's-
of bounds.
And he stops the clock at 47.1.
Plenty of time.
An eternity, as we say, right?
We've seen it. We've seen it.
Let's go, Brad!
So now it's 2nd down and 5. And St. Peter's is driving for another score. They lead 7-0.
7-3.
7-3 over Paramus Catholic. Bullock calling signals. Silver is just in front of him to the right. Let's see if they run over him. Bullock looks. Nobody open. He's going to run. Still looking. Throws. Has his man. And that is, I believe, Silver down there.
There may be a flag.
Let's see.
Looks on number 3, Silver.
So let's see what happened down there.
And see, this is good officiating. They're talking right now, the 4 of them. And now he puts the one who called the penalty. They're moving the chain.
Personal foul. Face masking against Paramus Catholic. They'll add on a few more yards. And St. Peter's will have a
I believe that's
really
15
deep.
yards,
They're
right?
inside the 5-yard line.
15 yards, right, on the penalty line? Or they don't have if it's, you know, in unintentional or intentional penalties. I think it's 15 yards, though. They're on a 4-yard line.
Long count. Handoff. Looks like to Rodriguez. And he's in.
Number 10.
That's it. He's in again. Ethan Rodriguez bangs it in. And St. Peter's marches down with about 3 minutes left to go in the half. They were able to march down for a
3-yard
touchdown.
TD.
Yes, three yards. Yeah, I'll give it 3 yards. And with 30 seconds to go, St. Peter's takes a 9-3 lead.
That was it.
Prescott will try to the point after. Snap, down, kick.
The score is wrong, by the way. That's a touchdown, right? It was 7-3. It's now 14-3.
It's now 14-3
Yeah.
with
we had a wrong.
30.4 seconds to go.
The scoreboard was wrong. It's still wrong.
We'll get it. They'll get it. So 14-3 with 30.4 seconds to go.
The fans are ready. 14. Here's your replay as Rodriguez gets the handoff with great blocking up front. There's a little bit of a hole right there as he pushes himself through. Outstanding blocking right there. And now he stretches out into the end zone. 3 yards and the score. Rodriguez. And the score after the extra point is 14-3.
And John, he's a junior.
Hey, listen, he's an upperclassman. They have sophomores and freshmen playing. Of course.
So this is the score
30.4.
14-3. 2 unanswered touchdowns by St. Peter's. St. Peter's moved the ball very smartly down. That big play to Silva.
You know what
That
it
pass
is?
play.
They showed the run, and that had everybody up, and now passing opens up lane.
They try to get everybody in the box. Ball is kicked to an up man. And that's Miles Mitchell, number 18, who got the kick. So Paramus Catholic will have about 30 seconds to do something here in the first half. They now trail 14-3 to St. Peter's.
Yeah, so it looks like you had Paramus Catholic was ahead 3-0
For a long time.
for the whole first quarter, and then of course Jelani Mason, 10-yard pass, 25-yard pass for a touchdown. Looks like 25.
Yeah, that was Dante Johnson around the left end. Unless there's a timeout, that could be the last play of the half here. So 2nd down and 3 yards to go. I think that's going to be it. So we played the first half. St. Peter's on 2 late first half touchdowns takes a 14-3 lead over Paramus Catholic here at the campus of Paramus Catholic High School. You are watching WCTV, the all-volunteer cable access group from the Township of Washington. And now we get ready for our Meatball Classic handout.
Nice music.
Give us your name.
Gerard Musico.
Okay, and you just came up here and you got one of our meatball sandwiches.
It smelled good. I had to get one.
Are you, any one of your children playing or a family member?
Yep, my son Nicholas, a junior.
Very good. Hey, come over here. You come here too. Come on in. Come on in. And you are?
I'm Harry Slade. This is my wife, Linda Slade.
No, you got a sandwich, right?
Yes, I got a sandwich.
Did you get a
Are we
sandwich?
promoting the sandwiches? The sandwiches are great.
No, we're not promoting them. We just his wife made him home and I made them here. That's it. That's it. So we hope you enjoy it. And come back in the third quarter. Let us know how you like it.
All right, we will. We will.
You
We'll
will?
be right
All
back.
right.
Make sure you make
All right. You want to
Can't
hold
eat
it?
too much. You don't
All right.
want to eat the whole thing. We got
All right.
you got to
Hey, if you want more sauce, I can give you more sauce.
So you're going to go.
Go ahead. There you go.
That's perfect.
There you. That's a great.
And now you got to chew nicely. Oh, he's doing a great job with that.
You're feeling it, yeah.
Oh, we are announcing the game. Yes,
This game
you're
is-
on
yeah,
live.
We're doing a game. We're on television tonight. What do you
So
have?
what do you think
Cable
of the
vision
meatball?
or
You like it?
Verizon?
files. Yeah.
You
got
like the
Fios?
meatball?
Channel 24, about an hour after the game. Maybe now. And you're going to see yourself eating.
Wait, you got to eat a little bit. You got to eat a little bit. Oh, just show you eating that meatball. That's
Have a
all.
wonderful time. Come back and let us know you like it.
All right.
Give this to Ida. Help us along. Give this to Ida. That lady over there.
All right. Excellent.
Great.
Thank you.
All right.
Well, thank you for watching the halftime show of our Meatball Classic. We gave sandwiches out to some of the fans. I think they were for, I know they were from St. Peter's. We hope they enjoyed the meatball sandwiches and thank them for coming up. John, you want to go over the score real quick before we have the kickoff? The score
Absolutely,
now is 14-3.
Larry. It
St.
was-
Peter's leads Paramus Catholic.
It was a very much a great defensive game. First quarter, Paramus Catholic drove and kicked a field goal, 34-yard field goal by Zamora, and they went up 3-0 at the end of the first quarter. Starting in the second quarter, you had a 25-yard touchdown pass from Mr. Bullock to Jelani Mason, 25-yard. Extra point was good. The score then was 7-3. And right before the end of the half, Rodriguez, a running play, a 3-yard touchdown. The extra point was good, And the score now, starting the third quarter, is 14-3 in favor of St. Peter's Prep.
These are meatball eating contestants.
Dude, that's a great job, though.
They're enjoying it.
Absolutely.
I'm happy they're enjoying it.
We wanted the wife to have one, but she didn't want to eat in front of me. But she took it away with her.
Well,
She's right over there next to her husband.
yeah.
Yeah, look at that. Look at the way. This is the way my wife was doing Peggy. She was making the meatballs. And look at that. She's chopping all the ingredients.
This is John chopping up the parsley.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
in.
My wife
There's the
doesn't
bread.
allow me to touch a knife.
There's the pork and the veal and the
Oh,
egg.
my God.
And then the bread, the cheese, the breadcrumbs. And
Oh,
here
my
we
God.
go.
And
Ball
that
is pumped
kickoff.
up in the air. And it
Goes
goes out of bounds.
Oh, my God. Look at the way she's doing a meatball. My God, she's got the fastest hand in the West. She did a great job. Look at that. And then you got to heat them, but you got to do it right. And now at this point, you can't touch them with your hand after that. And then
That's it.
And
Put
they
it
were
in-
good, though.
Put it
I'll
in the
tell you.
gravy. You know what the best part? You know what the best part of making meatballs are? My wife makes them. When she fries them before she puts them in the gravy, I eat them.
And the smell, the house smells so wonderful.
Oh,
And there's different
she
meats
gets
that
mad
they
at
use.
She gets mad at me.
So
What are
here
you-
we are on the
what are you-
35-yard line.
What are you eating all these meatballs for?
Oh, they're delicious.
Oh. We have a timeout. What do we got here? Illegal substitution?
I guess they stopped this so you and I can be finished with the meatballs and
All right,
get ready
we're
to
ready.
announce the game.
All right, the
He's
ball
doing
is
a
on
great job, by the way, that head referee.
35-yard line as the ball went out of bounds. St. Peter's will have it. We get back into the game. Butler calling signals. Silver's in motion to the left.
Oh, a little mix-up.
Rodriguez and Bullock bang into each other, and Rodriguez gets back to the original line of scrimmage.
Second and 10.
So
Stop.
second down, 10 yards to go.
Number 10 made the stop for Paramus Catholic. Eli George, he's having one heck of a game from the inside linebacker position.
He leads them in tackles.
Well, absolutely, and we do have that stat. Eli George had 66 before this game and an interception. Number 10.
Got at least 67 now.
Yeah, at least.
Rodriguez, he's in the clear.
Oh, he's
he's
getting
around the
great
left side.
block.
And he bounces away from one, another, and he's dropped across the 35-yard line. What a run.
Number 10, Rodriguez.
A junior. So you got Lefkowitz, who's a freshman. Rodriguez is a junior. Bullock is a junior.
You had a sophomore, too.
34-yard line.
You
Wow.
left. LeBron is a sophomore.
It's amazing, huh?
Cody Simon is a senior. No, they got some
They
young
got, the,
undergrads
they got sophomores and juniors sprinkled in
and freshmen.
with the seniors. The senior Mason is in the slot to the right. Rodriguez is the setback. Silver's in motion. Rodriguez has around the right side, breaking tackles in the secondary, and gets to the 15-yard line.
So from the 34 to the 15, 19-yard run by Rodriguez.
First down.
Boy, that was a great run. Paramus Catholic just couldn't get their hands on him. So you have
Outstanding.
Lefkowitz, and then you come in with Rodriguez. And just in
Everybody
case.
stays fresh, you
And
know.
then you have Bullock, who can throw. We haven't seen it, but he could throw.
Absolutely.
Here's a scat back.
Is number 23.
Yeah, he got snuck in there.
Tylen Smith.
Yeah, he
a
was in
junior.
before. So Smith gets in there, and he changes the type of running from slash and power to a little more scat back.
And see, if you're a player for the Marauders, you get opportunity to play, and this is perfect. You're working all week long, and now you get your chance to show what you can do in a live situation.
Silver moves over to the left. Smith again hits the line, nothing. Maybe a yard.
That was 77, my goodness, from Paramus Catholic that time. What a play. What a Devin Willock. He's going to be going to Penn State. He's got the opportunity to go to Penn State.
Well, Rodriguez comes checking in.
Larry, 6'7", 330.
Not bad.
He should have come up here and had some meatballs
The
with
pot.
us. The whole pot, yes.
So Rodriguez now is the running back. We have splits to the right. Mason is way out. Rodriguez off the right side, has a hole, goes to the goal line, finding his way, and runs it in, standing up for a touchdown.
8-yard run.
Ethan Rodriguez. Paramus Catholic doesn't have an answer right now for this young man.
8-yard touchdown. So that brings.
So now it's 20-3.
That's
The
correct.
Waters lead, and we are waiting Prescott's PAT.
Nice size, though. Can you imagine that young man? He'll be gone.
He's big.
Devin Willock.
Ooh.
Penn
Willock,
State. 6'7", 330.
High snap, and it's blocked. The ball was snapped high, and it was
All
blocked.
right.
So 8:57 to go, 20-3. St. Peter's leads Paramus Catholic. This is the Marauders schedule. They beat Louisville at Rutgers 48-0. Erasmus Hall in Brooklyn 20-0. Then they had a close game with Bergen Catholic.
They went right at the end of the game.
Almost the last play, a long touchdown pass. Union City they handled very easily, 47-7. DePaul 41-22, and Don Bosco took them to the limit, 26-22.
And they had to score right at the end in order to win that game. So
after this, Paramus Catholic, then they have Pope John the 23rd, and they finish on a Saturday, 4 o'clock, 3:30 in the afternoon against St. Joseph Regional. That's going to be something.
that could put the #1 seed in the state
And you
to the
got
winner.
a feeling that it's very possible that St. Joe's and St. Peter's might meet
Again,
for something important. There's a pooch up in the air, and it's fair court.
all right. I guess they just don't want to kick the ball to give the opportunity to some of those speed guys in the back line, Larry, going a distance.
Well, like the ball now is going to be put down on a 35-yard line, which is not bad field
No.
position.
Tell you, I'm a little tired of the halftime. We had to work hard with the meatballs.
Make those sandwiches.
My
and your
goodness.
wife really made some small meatballs, let me tell you. They're like hand grenades.
Well, I told you 3 would be too many.
I put 3 in one of them. One's going to be burping
Oh,
all the way
whoever-
home. One of those coaches.
That was at least a pound.
Oh. Handoff inside to, I believe we got to wait for them to come up. It could be Johnson.
We're peeling them off the pile. It is. I see some of the big guys.
That was Dante Johnson with the
It
run.
was, yes.
Second, he picked up, after all that, he picked up 4 second down and 6 yards to go. You know, we're doing this game with this window closed because the papers go flying with this wind.
It's nice, though.
And
Aren't you happy that we
Nah, I
closed?
feel like I'm sealed in this
I know
place.
that, but I still feel we're not cold.
No, I'm not cold.
Our hair is properly
There's
combed.
Johnson. Johnson's in the secondary, splits the secondary, and there's a saving tackle at the 31-yard line. Wow.
So there's a
Twice
big
Johnson
play.
came barreling out of that. In the first quarter, he had the same type of run. So Dante Johnson gives the Paladins some wonderful field position now. The ball now is backed up and spotted at the 33-yard line. 1st and 10, no calling signals. Paramus home.
I like that,
almost
though. You know what it is?
PC almost pulled the St. Peter's off.
Oh, sure, because you're allowed to move around.
Noel has the signal. Sutton moves over. Handoff. Slow down and hit at the line of scrimmage.
Great job by this young man right here. Number 9. A nice tackle for the prep. Colin Elliott.
So Sutton stopped for no gain. 2nd and 10.
What a beautiful night for football.
Yeah, after that big rain on Wednesday into Thursday and the wind Thursday afternoon.
My God, yeah.
I think just now, I think, looking at the flag, it's just beginning to abate after all this time.
My God.
Pitch out to Johnson. He's around the left side.
First and
Look at him,
walk.
and he goes across the 20 to about the 17-yard line.
Saving stop by number 5, Andrew Robinson, I believe, a senior.
Paramus has moved the ball
I'll tell you what, this
fairly
team,
well.
you know what, Larry? This team doesn't know how good of players they are.
You know, Coach Whitehead said to us a couple of weeks ago after the loss to St. Peter's, we just have to know how to close. And that's
And that
when
was
a team is young. And this is a very young team, all sophomores, a couple of juniors.
they
in there,
played.
juniors.
They played a great game against St. Joe's. In that game, Larry, and the game was a 7-point differential.
Noah looks, he throws.
Oh, look at this
All
pass!
open and in for a touchdown. It's Miles Morales. Wow, how he got in there. He was in the slot and caught the pass, and he was relatively open.
And
But Noel saw him, hit him, and Paramus Catholic marches down the field.
so
65 yards, I believe.
it was from where they started.
Zamora will kick.
So
And just
now
like that, we're getting close here.
Well, you got 20-12 before the kick.
Big kick here. Snap down, kick up, and it is
We got
no
a
good.
penalty.
We have a flag.
Yep.
Offside against St. Peter's. So Samoy will try again. So the referee will spot the ball. We will try this again. Everybody looking around. I think they're waiting for the ball to come back. I don't know. They're looking with. There was a area bait. They're just looking for it. I guess they weren't. I don't know. They're just looking around at each other. I don't know. All right, Zamoya will try it again.
He's an excellent kicker.
He was good the first one. Snap, down, kick, up.
That would have been good from 30 yards, 40 yards out.
That would have been good from far away.
He's
so
an excellent
now
kicker.
it's 20-10. It's a 10-point lead for St. Peter. Let's just play that touchdown.
The 18-yard pass?
Yeah, to
From
Morales. Miles
Let's
Morales.
take a look here.
Find him. He's number 15 as he comes off the line of scrimmage. He'll come off eventually, believe me.
As Noel takes the ball from the center, he fakes inside and hides the ball a little bit. And now he's going to see that Morales is taking a couple of steps ahead. Downfield, here's your pass.
Wide open.
5 yards, nobody's around him, and he just says, I'll tell you what, I can just stroll right in here. To the 3, to the 2, to the 1. He waves the football up. He doesn't drop it. Touchdown, number 15, Morales.
So, Paramus Catholic matches St. Peter's score with a score, and it's 20-10.
We have a game.
Oh, yeah.
No, this has been an excellent game from start to finish for both teams.
So, Zamora, let's see if he kicks it deep or he pooches it up. He can't kick it deep.
I think they're
Looks
afraid.
like he's going to pooch it.
They're afraid that they're going to go to distance
Oh,
from
yeah.
all the way back.
That Mason scares them. There's the kick up in the air. And it's fair catch.
Or fair catch. Who was that? I'm trying to pick up the number of.
Eric Perez.
31, yes.
So we have a first down. Now the ball is in very good position for St. Peter's on the 37-yard line.
Oh, we got
There's our
some
coach,
action.
Rich Hansen. We had a nice talk with him prior to the game, talking about the '89 game we did, where he won a championship, his first. Bullock calling signal. Silva moves over to the right. Hand off to Lefkowitz. Lefkowitz hits the right side of the line and nothing.
Tell you what, everybody was banging in there. I had 52 underneath one for Paramus Catholic that time. Did a nice job. Oh, this is Alcantara. He's the singer of the group. Canta.
So give him 2 yards, Lefkowitz. So 2nd and 8.
We're going to watch 52.
He'll try it again. This time he has a little more room as he crosses the 45 and get to about the 47-yard line.
And Larry, that ball carrier showed you what you have to do with a football when you get in the group of enemies. You got to put that ball away and tuck it nice and tight before it comes out. And it didn't come out.
Silver strong to the right. The team is strong to the right. And now Bullock changes the play. Team is relatively tight. Splits to the left here. Lefkowitz has enough for the first down as he's in the secondary. Still going. Shy of the 35-yard line. Both teams are running on each other.
The freshman about 15 yards. This young man runs north and south all the time with that. So he doesn't lose
career
much.
he's going to have here
Freshman.
at St. Peter's. Oh.
We have to check how many yards he had before today's game, but this young man is unbelievable. Lefkowitz had 263 yards, 3 TDs on 49 carries. He probably had 15 carries today.
Probably has 100 yards now.
Yeah. And he's north and south runner. No east and west.
There's Lefkowitz.
Yeah, look at him. He threw his own block.
Yeah, he does. He's his own
He
blocker.
goes down and he comes up.
And that run, which looked like nothing, picked up a solid 4 yards.
See how he threw the ball to the referee? Come on, this is a day at the work. Uh-oh. Somebody's hurt.
Somebody's hurt. Somebody hit the ground. We're going to call a timeout here.
Yep.
Mason Cobb is injured. It is 4:07 to go in the third quarter, 20-10. St. Peter's leads Paramus Catholic. It's the Paramus Catholic band. Young man that was hurt, Mason Cobb, is a sophomore offensive lineman. Sophomore, 6'3", 254. Enough said.
Let's play on.
Bullock calling signals.
On a 34.
Lefkowitz still on his feet, fighting, and is thrown back. Let's see where they spot the ball.
Well, he had 10 and 19 for on the tackle. George, he's had a 10 plus, and Vince Pataccia on the stop. But he throws his own block.
3rd and 4 now.
The freshman.
This is Lefkowitz. He has a little room. He's on his feet, still on his feet. And let's see where the spot. I think he's going to be short. Not by much, but he's going to be short by about a yard. And this will bring up a 4th down, and I'm almost sure they're going to go for it.
They're going to go. You had 18. Miles Mitchell was on the stop. 10.
Now, John, it's
Eli
4th
George.
and about 1, maybe less than 1.
Hey.
Who do you think's going to get the ball?
4-2. 4-2. 4-2. The freshman. He's probably not in the game.
That would be a surprise.
Wait a second. There he is.
He's there.
There he is. He says, give me the ball. Thank you.
Here he is. He's got more than the yard. He's gone. He is gone. Touchdown. Lefkowitz. And that's the same play he ran in the first half, but he was tripped up.
29-yard TD.
The first half he ran the same play. He was tripped short of the 4th down marker. And this time he was able to keep his feet. Same blocking pattern. He runs it in for a touchdown. He came close in the first half of running that for a touchdown.
You notice how he gets the shoulder down initially, ready for throw his own block, and then he gets the open, and once he turns the afterburners, it's thank you very much, touchdown.
I'll tell you what, if Lefkowitz got 200, and let's see, Lefkowitz got 263 yards. He's got to have 100 yards today.
And now we have the kicker.
Prescott will give it the old left foot. Oh, we're going to go for 2, and it's going to work. And he's in.
So is Prescott taking the ball, or?
No, it was a holder.
Let's pick up.
Is that Silk?
Number 10,
That's a fake.
a fake kick.
88.
And 88,
Thomas Hurley?
Thomas Hurley, a junior.
So Thomas Hurley went in to hold, took it in for 2
2-point
points. The left
conversion.
side was open, and now it's 28-10. Let's do the replay on the touchdown. Now watch, John. Same plays he had in the first half. First half, he was tripped up right here, short of the first down
But
mark.
watch how now he puts it away. He gets in there. Excellent block right there by number 5.
Wow, he cut in between two would-be
Unbelievable.
tackles. Oh.
That was unbelievable for a freshman. This young man has a career.
Wow, what a run.
There must have been like about a 2-foot span.
He
He
went-
broke right through, and he went the distance.
Nice blocking up there, but he was able to see it as a freshman and hit it between two
Look at
blocks.
that.
Wow.
Excellent replay on that, by the way.
Wow.
Lefkowitz. So
Freshman.
just like that. So the score should be 28-10. 2-point conversion
Yeah.
on a fake.
Shot downfield, taken by the up man. That would be Brooks.
Oh, look at
And
that.
Brooks around the left side, and he gets short of the 40-yard line where the Paladins will take over. First and 10. They trail 28-10 with 2 minutes, 18 seconds to go in the third quarter. I still can't believe how that young man was able to see that little
Unbelievable.
hole, that slither, and got between two would-be tacklers with some help blocking, but split it and run for the touchdown. If he went to the outside, he would have been knocked out of bounds.
Absolutely.
If he would have went inside, he would have been tackled. He went right between them and
He
ran
had that
for a
great
touchdown.
speed and mobility.
Noel calling signal. Dante Johnson has it, and he fights his way to get a couple of yards. Almost dropped for a loss.
He had Rooks and Miles for St. Peter's on a tackle. They've been having one heck of a game.
So second down and 8 yards to go. Washington out to the right. Barrett is in the slot to the right. Noel back, looks, has time. Now he doesn't have time. And now he's taken from behind and dropped.
Looks like 56. He's had a day and a half. Miles, KJ Miles, and 52, both of them. Juan Miranda.
So the sack has dropped Paramus Catholic back to the 35-yard line. So third down and 15 yards to go. The Paladins have to get just to the 50-yard line for a first down. As we get to the 1 minute mark now of the third quarter.
And they have to get some points on the board at this point. 28 to 10.
Yeah, they have to match St. Peter's. St. Peter's has got 2 possessions, 2 touchdowns. Noah looks, wants to throw. No, he stopped. He was trying to set up a screen.
55 on the sack.
Looks
Let me
again.
Yeah,
Wow.
Brooks. I want to take a look at our stats.
Wow. So 2 sacks by the defense of St. Peter's pushes Paramus Catholic back to the 25-yard line. 4th and 25. Boy, they came up big. Here's a kick. Mason is going to let it just stay there.
Larry, George Rooks, 55, had 34 tackles before this game and 4.5 sack. And he picked up another sack here.
At least one.
At least one.
that we
He's a man possessed. 6'4",
So now
260.
St. Peter's will have 9.2 seconds to go. The ball is on the 40-yard line. They lead 28-10 over Paramus Catholic. So Paramus Catholic was trying to work their magic, and they got sacked 2 consecutive plays.
You know, the defensive tackles for St. Peter's are having the career. You know, they're coming through. They're strong.
Now Smith is in number 23 for St. Peter's.
Tylon Smith.
There's Smith. Look at this young man go. He picks up 10 yards. So Smith goes over the right guard, picks up 10 yards, 1st and 10, and that should be
He's
the
a
last
junior.
play of the 3rd quarter. We'll make this official as they spot the ball. They won't have to move the ball too far, John.
You're right. This is good for the referees.
They just stay right there. That ball stands right
And
there.
also for us.
So we have played 3 quarters here at Paramus Catholic High School. St. Peter's has a 28-10 lead over Paramus Catholic. You are watching WCTV's Meatball Classic, our yearly game here at Paramus Catholic, where
I
we
think the whole
make
place is
meatballs and
dancing.
hand them out.
The whole place is dancing right now.
There comes the meatballs.
Oh my goodness, look at that.
You gotta put a little mozzarella on those meatballs.
Mamma mia. Che bella cosa.
So you are watching WCTV, the all-volunteer cable access group from the Township of Washington, Bergen County. And there's your meatballs.
Mamma mia. Mangia, bella mia, mangia.
How did we get into this meatball classic? I mean, I woke up one day, we're doing meatball. Oh, those two guys.
Look at him.
Oh,
He'll
these
tell
two
you how.
bobblehead guys.
He's going to jump in and go swimming with the meatballs. Hey, and look at the other guy. Wait a minute. Che fa questo qua?
Hey,
They're
you know what
both
they're
going to jump in.
They're going to eat from the inside out.
Hey, on 3, ready? 1, 2, 3. Oh, they didn't do it. I'm sorry.
1st and 10 now. Rodriguez is in motion. Bullock has it around the left side, and he might have got a yard or two. And that music got to go
I love
south.
that music. Larry, I felt like I was back in Italy. Maybe Fiume.
2nd down, 8 yards to go.
You know, you feel like singing when you hear those songs, you know, and you do a
I
little
feel like laying down.
That's later when we go back. Look, you know, we've been doing this for many years, Larry. Stamina, we're losing.
So Bullock is taking a look at the coaches. This is, I believe this is Rodriguez as he gets across the 35-yard line.
It looks like number 10, yeah.
It is Rodriguez, yeah.
Yeah.
He's a big kid. You look at him, he is big.
6 foot 215, a junior.
Yeah. So he'll be about 220 next year.
Oh my God.
Just progression of weight, maybe a little. He could grow a little bit. 6'1", 6'2".
Yeah, but you have that freshman sensation.
Oh,
He probably has about 200 yards
Smith
today.
in motion. Oh, throws out here and
How
intended.
did he get the ball through the defense that time?
I don't know. He got it right out there. Brian Shipman, the wide receiver, caught that one.
A senior.
Shipman has 15 receptions, and that's enough for a 1st down and moves the chains. So Shipman comes out to the right. Mason is out to the left. 2 running backs. Rodriguez is in motion, hands to Smith, and Smith fights and claws his way across the 35 to the 32. Going to bring up a 2nd down and relatively short.
I had 52 on the stop for the Paladins. Johan Alcantara.
You know, John, I might be wrong. I got to go back and look at the play-by-play. I don't think St. Peter's was has been dropped for a loss.
I seem to agree with you. If it is one,
Everything looks really sharp, and they've gotten 1 and 2 yards, but they have not gone. I haven't called a 2nd and 11,
no, you're right.
3rd and 11.
I think he's questioning the call right there. I think number 12 would take a look at the coach. He said, "What are you doing to me, coach?" Oh, I see.
Not
There.
here, and that ball comes out to Sanchez.
And he breaks
And
the
he
tackle.
fights his way. You know, John, they just don't get knocked down. They keep fighting, and when you think they're down, they pick up 3, 4, 5 more yards. That's enough for a 1st down.
So that was number 13,
Yeah, Jalen Sanchez.
a sophomore. He's going to have nice years coming up, the head coach.
And we have a timeout Paramus Catholic couldn't get their players on the field, so they quickly called a timeout. So 9:13 to go in the game. St. Peter's leads 28-10, and they are driving for more. You are watching WCTV, the all-volunteer cable access group from the Township of Washington.
Excuse me.
Now again, 1st and 10. Bullock is calling signals.
I like this. You know, in the middle of
Rodriguez
the
is
play.
in the backfield this time.
Do you like? It looks like the changing of play, or giving
What
that
happens is,
impression.
we're going to have to ask the coaches. They see the defense and then they call the play.
And they sometimes they modified the call. Or,
Yeah, they see
Very
the
good.
defense and then they'll call the play.
As you perfect.
Rodriguez fights his way for a yard.
Larry, you don't have to ask the coaches. You called it the way it's right. That's exactly it.
I think that's what they're doing.
Oh, sure, because now you see it, you call it or you change it.
It also, when you're winning, really drains the clock.
Yeah, you want to
You go down to
use
the
the
last
clock.
second. So he goes to the line, and let's see if he calls the play. Nope, see?
Yeah.
Nah.
And see, now you make the defense adjust.
And now the defense moves along.
And now
Johnson came off man to man. He looked like he went into a zone. Rodriguez hits the line, fighting and clawing and picking up a couple. This should bring up 3rd down and 5.
that was number 19 on the stop for Paramus Catholic.
So Rodriguez fights his way for a couple of yards.
Vince Patascia, outside linebacker.
We've called his name a couple of times over the last couple
Nice
of weeks
ball
in
play.
games. He's played very well. We're approaching the 8-minute mark. 3rd down. We're in 4th down territory here.
Oh, absolutely. And you want to get the clock going down.
Bullock is calling signals now.
But see, this stopped the whole rhythm of the game for them. They have it, and now see they got to adjust, and now you can have a quick snap, and you take advantage of it.
Rodriguez
Look at that hole.
has a hole, and Rodriguez gets inside the 10-yard line.
14-yard run.
So we're going to have a 1st and goal. The ball is just on the 10-yard line. So 1st and goal from the 10.
Let's go! Let's go, Brock! Touchdown!
Heh.
And Bullock gets a signal.
Take it in!
Hand off to Smith. And Smith gets to about the 5. So Smith gets down to the 5-yard line. Going to be up 2nd and goal from the 5. Clock is ticking. This is perfect for St. Peter's. They're inside the 5. We're inside 7 minutes of the game. They're leading by 18.
And Larry, you're running out every clock by doing this.
Oh, absolutely.
So you're reducing the game, especially when you're ahead. You don't give the opportunity for the team to catch up.
Bullock wants to run. And it's the first time. I think they lost. First time they lost something.
If not, he barely to the line of scrimmage.
3rd down
That was
and goal. From the-
77.
Let's see where the ball is spot. 8-yard line. Clock is coming up to 6 minutes to go. 3rd down.
That was Willock going to Penn State
Go!
on the stop. See, they're running the clock.
Rodriguez is in the backfield.
And see, the defense again has to adjust.
Rodriguez goes to the low line and in as he fights battles his way in, and it was just strength on strength, helmet on helmet, as the St. Peter's just pushed Paramus Catholic out of the way, and Elliott ran some 8 yards for a touchdown, which makes it 34-10.
So that was Elliott.
Yes, it was Elliott. 8. Give him 7 yards. Prescott will try the PAT. And St. Peter's has done the job tonight on the ground.
Well, they're kicking the extra point.
Kick is up, and it is good. So with 5 minutes, 36 seconds to go in the game, 35-10, St. Peter's now leads Paramus Catholic. Let's have a replay of that touchdown run by Elliott. Look, John, here it is
Now
right
here's
there.
the
Look at the
handoff.
blocking up there. Look at this.
They push the defenders back, and now he cuts back, and he slides right between the group. An outstanding block right there. Cleans out to Hope and into the touchdown. That was sheer power up the middle.
That was helmet on helmet and power right in. Rodriguez was not going to be denied, and he just took everybody with him. So, John, you got to be impressed with the ground game of St. Peter's.
Unbelievable.
The Bullock, they can throw the ball, and they got great wide receivers, but with the Rodriguez and Lefkowitz and Smith, they have done the job tonight and have amassed a lot of yards. Now St. Peter's will kick off here. Take your body up, guy. He will run to his right where he is dropped, and that's Tyrese Weeks.
Number 43.
Yep. So Paramus
35 to
Catholic
10.
will have 5 minutes, 32 seconds to go.
A lot of power plays by St. Peter's Prep.
They
Line
sure
work.
showed it, boy, I'll tell you.
And you know what it is? I like that. I had this first time I've seen a team do that. Every play, stop and then look at the coach, and then at times they change the play depending on the
Sure
situation.
do. Handoff to Johnson. Leave, let's see. Yep, it's Johnson.
Yeah, picking up. Yeah, number 52. He's made a lot of tackles today.
So pick up about 5.
I like this Juan Miranda, number 52.
They're all calling signals. Carter's in motion. Hand off to Carter off the wing, and Carter will get enough for just close to a first down. So third down and about 3.
And Larry, here you can see the quarterback, the offensive coordinator, give the play to number 4, Dorian Noel. And you know what? You have to forget the score right now. You're playing to improve your team. So you have to execute.
third down and 3. Carter is hit. Well, that's going to be, they're going to go for it. There's no way they're not going for it.
Number 5, what a hit. Yep. Great job by number 5 that time. Andrew Robinson. Another linebacker, but a senior. Unusual, you see some seniors.
Yeah. So now it's going to be 4th down and a half a yard.
Yeah, so you got to give him a yard.
And we're approaching the 3-minute and 30-second mark of the game. This should be a quarterback keep, probably. No, it's not. And they hand to
First down.
Johnson, and he gets across the 50-yard line.
Great job by Johnson. First down.
So it's a first down.
Fix himself up.
Now we're calling signals. Johnson to his left. Going to have to see if he's going to throw the ball. We are now at the 3-minute mark now. Sutton round the right side, cuts back over the middle, and is dropped as he gets across the 45 line to 43.
Well, it was number 23.
Oh, it was 23. Sorry.
But there was
That's
also
Lindo.
Yep. But there's also another line, but one of the 50s was in there. But we'll give it to 23 solo.
Now they're telling me I was right. Sutton.
Yeah, it's Sutton. Yeah.
Sutton ran the ball. Sutton is next to. No,
Yes.
we're at the 220 mark.
That was number 7, right? For Paramus. That's Brito, right?
Nice
7?
throw out here to Morales, and he's dropped at the 40-yard line. Going to bring up a 3rd down and 3 yards to go. The clock is now at 2 minutes. We're going to start saying our thank yous real quick, because it looks like this game is moving along faster than the.
Well, they're doing run plays, run
Yeah.
plays, and
Noel back, looks, throws, has Morales, stays in bounds, and falls to the 40-yard line. Not enough for a 1st down as we get inside the 140 mark. We'd like to thank everyone at St. Peter's, Coach
Elliott
Rich
for a
Hansen
tackle.
and his wonderful staff, and everybody at St. Peter's. Thank you so very much for all the assistance you gave us in this game. You made it a lot easy. Of course, here at Paramus Catholic, Scott Handlin and Jimmy Avitable, head coach John Whitehead, and his wonderful staff. Thank you so much for the help you've given us. We couldn't do it without these people's help. They are invaluable. 4th down and 2. And there's going to be a penalty. Motion against Paramus Catholic. So that 4th and 2 will be a long
7.
6.
well, you keep walking.
Ooh, they keep moving.
7.
Yeah, long 6, short 7. And we want to mention one more time that this week has been the FNJSIAA Ambassadors Official Appreciation Week. We commend and salute all the officials in all sports of high school. Thank you so very much for the work that you do. 4th down here now. We're inside a minute. Noel's back. Looks. Gets away from 1. Gets away from 2. Throws. Has his man. And good.
Nice.
You can't run when you're in high school. When you're down, you're down. That's Barrett. The clock will run with under 30 seconds to go.
It'd be great for them to score right here.
Clock is running.
If you're rooting for the Paladins.
Old calling signals. Old back. Looks, going to run. Stays out. Tries to run out of bounds.
Excellent.
And he
excellent
does.
fake.
With 9 seconds to go in the game.
He faked the pass and was able to stop the clock. 9.7. And if you're rooting for Paramus Catholic, this is when you're hoping for a touchdown to end the game.
So St. Peter's will continue undefeated. They move on. Paramus Catholic loses their 4th in a row after 3 wins. They'll go back to the drawing board and see what went wrong here.
So
I think it was just a little too much Lefkowitz and Rodriguez,
Oh, my
maybe.
God.
That's
and the switching and keeping all those running backs.
yeah. They had Smith came
Great
in,
shape.
so they had a nice change of pace.
So now St. Peter's Prep will be playing Pope John the 23rd in Sparta.
This is Carter going around to the right side.
He's going to score.
And he's held back, and that's he'll beat at the .5. Can you believe that?
And wait,
.5, and then the clock runs off.
that's your final, 35-10.
The clock has 0, and that will do it. So the game ends with St. Peter's beating Paramus Catholic 35-10. Just too much of the running backs. And
Absolutely.
the up front players of offense of St. Peter's was just too strong
And
for
they kept,
Paramus Catholic.
Larry, they kept the running backs alternating, and it was a great game for them. Run,
Yeah.
run, and the offensive line, the defensive line played well for St. Peter's. they'll be a team to be reckoned with in the state large group parochial schools.
Correct. Both teams are on the field congratulating each other, and we thank everyone. We hope you enjoyed the game here tonight. I want to thank Ida for putting everything together, Ricky upstairs with the technical and the pictures. And we have to thank Peggy Francola for
There's the
all
pop
of
right
the
there.
meatballs that are no longer here.
Well, we
They
have
are
4 for the
long
coaches.
Gone.
So you and I are going to have to take these 4 sandwiches to the 2 coaches.
All right, let's do that. So for everybody at WCTV, all the volunteers here and who are not here, we thank you. Next week we'll be at Westwood. Westwood will entertain Pascack Hills. It'll be senior night. We'll be there to cover it. We hope you will join us. Remember, tomorrow at Saturday, every morning at 9 o'clock, we have our sports review show. We hope you join that. If you have any comments or questions, you can call us at WCTV at 201-664-9821. For the entire gang at WCTV, this is Larry Fury, John Francola saying thank you. Again, the final score, 35-10. St. Peter's wins. Okay. Good night, everybody.